Hello everyone, welcome again to Walking Dead Rant. Continuing it on with part 2 of my rant, and I just want to say, before when I said not to be afraid of killing the characters, um, I understand Walking Dead does that, but but don't give us crap where there's these underdeveloped characters you don't care about and you see them die and you don't feel an emotional track to them. I mean, you have these characters that you underdevelop, and then at the last moment you just start to develop them, and then you start having a story with them, and then all of a sudden they die. Like it's like the weirdest thing to me, like T-Dog or whatever, and that one prisoner dude who was talking to the anorexic chick or whatever, and and it was just really bad. It's the curse of bad writing when you get too cocky. This is what you get. Awful characters you don't care about, and just overconfidence that they think they know what they're doing, but that doesn't look like they are. When I say, I don't mean like most characters are bad. I mean, I liked Rick uh, for like most of season 1, 2, and beginning of 3 until he started becoming crazy or whatnot. And I love Carl. Carl's a badass. I love him. Glenn is great. I love Glenn. Glenn's awesome. He's the coolest dude, man. He's like me, pretty much. Without the chicks. Maggie isn't too bad. She's pretty good too. She's hot too. The actor who plays as her, she's nice. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Herschel's a smart dude, but at the end of the episode, at the end of the season, he was a douche at the end, and I'll explain that too. Just for now, let me explain. Let me continue on with what parts I hated in this season. Let me just continue on from last time, and I just expected the season to be the best and most defining season for Walking Dead. I thought it would be the best, and as a Walking Dead comic fan, this was the best part of the saga. And what I got instead was completely different. It was a complete 180 of what I expected. I was just looking forward to a Walking Dead season finale of the TV into like comic form, to be like the comics, but they didn't give that. They didn't deliver. They didn't even deliver a good season finale. I was just looking forward to seeing a Walking Dead form, like TV season finale, like they did in the comics, with like a bunch of people dying and shit, and just seeing reactions of it on YouTube. It would have been cool as shit to see that. But instead, I got dog shit thrown in my face and every hardcore Walking Dead fan. Dog shit thrown on my face. And I'm not gonna eat it up. Fuck no, okay? Every Walking Dead comic fanboy out there. I mean, this prison battle moment in the comics when everybody's dying and shit, and both sides are dying, and the oh shit Lori scene, I mean not Lori scene, is like the red wedding for the Game of Thrones. It's like that. I'm gonna get a lot of flack from that, but for me it was like that. It was like that. But from the Game of Thrones perspective of the red wedding and portrayed it to the TV screen, they did an excellent job of portraying that. It wasn't 100% accurate. I mean, nothing is 100% accurate. But no TV show. I mean, they always try to do their new, own thing. But but they copied most of the material from there and actually used that, and it worked. It worked completely, and everybody was just like, "This is even better than in the book," you know, and people are just putting their reactions on YouTube and shit. And I get it, it's a TV show, it's supposed to be different. But The Walking Dead season finale did a complete 180 to the Game of Thrones Red Wedding. It was a complete... Let me rephrase that. The Walking Dead season finale is like watching a whole shitty ass sci-fi movie. One of the shitty sci-fi movie, minus the bad acting, and worse. Well, you could say worse writing, if you want. It's a 180 on the Game of Thrones season finale. My God, a 180 on that, on the Red Wedding. Anyway, I got that off my chest. Now I just want to continue on with what happens in the season finale. Rick and the small group came to Woodbury and see Andrea bitten by Milton. I mean, that's what you get, you dumb bitch. That's what you get. I mean, and there's a touching moment which no one felt. They tried to make it a touching moment for a character we didn't give two shits about, and just joked about her, how she would have slept with like Hitler or some shit like that. And Andrea gets shot in the head and she dies. Yeah. When they said that somebody unexpected was supposed to die, I thought it would be something crazy to like the prison battle, and Lori carries. Well, I don't mean Lori. I mean, I should say that one kid who's like singing the whole time, like sings all like every episode pretty much, and she's always like taking care of the baby. So I was thinking when the prison battle goes on and the Rick's group are retreating, the girl who always sings all the time, and she's holding the baby, and her and the baby get shot and Rick's group leave. That would have been mind blowing. You would have seen reactions to that everywhere. I was expecting that. I mean, it was a crazy mix, like crazy way to think about it, but I was thinking of it like the comic perspective. If they showed that, wow, I would have been happy with that. I wouldn't have been angry with like Lori dying and shit like that, and them not using it at all. But that would have been great, but they didn't even try that at all. Anyway, as I was saying, yeah, Andrea was a fail in the show, and it was horrible development and writing for her part. Okay, anyway, Rick's group bring a bus full of old people and kids from Woodbury back to the prison for some retarded reason. I can't explain it either. I guess they're like cannon fodder because I guess later on in the next season they'll probably all get killed by the governor or something like that. It'll be stupid or something like that. And Carl, who's the best character in the show right now? I'm sorry, I have to say Carl is right now, not Rick. Rick got really stupid for me when he got insane and all that insane fake shit. Just Rick's been a bummer. I'm sorry, I have to say that. Nothing. I'll turn to him eventually. Just Carl turned into a badass quickly and learned from his mistakes, and he learned stuff quickly, far quicker in the show than the comics. But it's a good change to it. I like that change. That's actually a good change to it, because you don't want to see him just become a kid and not shoot or do anything. But he's just been a badass, like freaking commando, man. Just fucking crazy shit, crazy kid commando, man. Come on. I mean, I've always hated like kid characters in TV shows, but Carl's changed. I mean, I like that. He's not a kid anymore. You're not a kid anymore in this world anymore. Like, you gotta learn to be tough. You gotta learn to be tough like an animal, like a man, and you become something else. You don't become a man, you don't become like a human anymore. You become something else, and that's what it shows in this show. Well, only with Carl, I should say. I mean, anybody else, whatever. The kid who sings all the time, she's still a kid. Yeah, whatever. But Carl, he's not a kid anymore. He's a man. He's like a badass commando man. And I hated Carl for a while, but start of season 3, he was a badass, and he just learned to be tougher after his mom died, and he just learned a lot from that. He became tougher. He was what Rick should have been, but was never expected. I mean, that was never. He was never like that. He became just a bummer, you know, a waste of opportunity, in my opinion. I was angry at Carl when he was like, "Carl, what's wrong with you? Stop bitching at when Rick was bringing all those people." But once you watch it again and you actually think about it, he was actually right. Because if you bring all these people, you're actually feeding them, and they have to take care of them. They have enough to deal with. They have enough. They have hardly anything. They don't have much supplies as it is. Now they have to bring like hundreds of more supplies to that group, or I don't know how many supplies, but you know, it's smart thinking on his part. And there's another scene where the people are retreating. Woodbury people are retreating, and they are giving. There's one kid who strays and runs into Carl's group. Herschel asks him to surrender his gun. The kid, the dumbest son of a bitch ever. He surrenders the gun, but he points it at Carl at the same time. When you say drop the gun, you drop the fucking gun. You don't fucking think about it. Just drop the gun. You want to fucking live? Drop the gun. Instead, he holds the gun, and he's giving the gun to Carl, and he's pointing at Carl's head at the same time, and Carl shoots him. I questioned Carl at first, but once you think about it, you actually look at it again, Carl's right. He has to get shot. That's his. You don't fucking do that. You don't do that. I mean, who wouldn't have shot him? 10 out of 10 times, I would have shot the kid in Carl's position. I'm just trying to live in this world, okay? Morals don't matter in this world. They don't matter in the Walking Dead world. I'm just trying to live in this world as much as possible, okay? So when Rick brings the group of old people and children, Carl is like, "Dad, what the fuck are you doing bringing all these old people and shit? Making us feed them and give them medicine? What the fuck, you dumb shit?" Rick is like, "Well, son, you gotta have morals. You gotta take care of the weak, and Lori. No, fuck you, Dad. Fuck you. I'm fucking out of here. Out of here, pussy ass bitch. You fucking bitch." Rick has been one moody and stupid son of a bitch in this season compared to the comics. He and Michonne. Okay, now I'm going to just talk about how he is in the comics. He and Michonne go to Woodbury to discuss an alliance. And this is different, totally different from the TV show. I'll just say that. And they want an alliance. They want to discuss an alliance and trade between Woodbury. Governor's men hold Rick down, and the governor chops off Rick's hand. Holy shit. Yeah, the governor is insane in the comics. Yeah. And they hold the gladiator fights and shit. But that moment was just like, whoa, what the fuck is he doing? Is he fucking nuts? And there are crazy people in this world. And there will be crazy people if this shit happens. I guarantee you that. Not just in this depiction, but people will do crazy shit like that. And be like cannibals and shit like that. The Road style. If you've never seen The Road, go watch it with Viggo Mortensen. Watch that shit now. Governor's men hold Rick down, and he gets his hand chopped. Okay. The reason the governor chopped off his hand because he got off on that shit. He enjoyed it. And he's just sick like that, you know. And now there's an actual reason Michonne actually hates the governor and has a grudge against him. Not just this made up thing where she suspects something, that there's something wrong with him, and I think he's gonna be evil and shit in the TV show. No, in the TV show, there's an actual reason she hates him. Instead of suspecting him to be violent and randomly finding his cache of heads in the TV show, and just this random reason to be like, oh, Michonne now hates the governor. Okay, let's bring that up and having this made up grudge. But in the comics, there is a legitimate reason why she hates him. They capture Michonne, they put her in a prison, and the governor rapes he rapes Michonne and beats her up. Now Michonne has a reason to hate him, you know, and she actually gets her payback later on. But Rick is broken physically with his arm patched up and returns to the prison. They flee Woodbury and go back to the prison. But with Michonne, she actually, before she leaves, she actually wants to take revenge on the governor. So she cuts out his eye, cuts off his arm, and cuts him everywhere. Just tortures the guy. I mean, he fucking deserves it. I mean, she did pretty much the same thing to her. I mean, raped her. I mean, come on. So now the governor has a legitimate reason to hate on her, and wants to just destroy, fucking annihilate this group by any means. Rick is just broken physically with his arm off, and later would be mentally, because Lori would die too, and it actually made it. I mean, he would be broken physically and mentally, and it would carry on to the next book, and it was just as good as the. I mean, I'm not gonna say it was better than the prison from the comics, but in the comics they move on. Rick moves on. They flee from the prison, and he's just broken physically and mentally. And he actually gets the phone call, and you don't know who it is, and then later you find out it's Lori. And that moment was just like, oh shit, damn, Rick's going crazy, man. Which fuck. And it was just so real in the comics and the TV show. But Rick's portrayal just felt dry. I mean, Lori dies in third episode, and just Rick goes crazy. And he sees images of Lori and gets a phone call from her, which was pretty cool to see in the TV show. It was a cool comic book reference. He starts going crazy, and the actor making Rick look crazy and portrayed as crazy just doesn't do a good job at it. It's really poorly done. It was just really bad and awful, and lasted for like 8-something episodes, like the whole fucking season pretty much. And then appears after like the 13th episode. He is fine and sane again and able to lead the group. No, you don't fucking lead the group after that. Carl is more. He's fine after that. I mean, you're just still fucking insane after that. You were never the same after that. You were never the same after that. Think about it, writers, Walking Dead writers. Think about it. Obviously, you didn't. Just Rick in season 3 was a fail, in my opinion. If they just changed Lori's death to the season finale, maybe get his hand chopped off too, or just him, or just Lori dying, he would be broken physically. I mean, mentally, and it would carry on to the next season. But in the comics, he's broken physically and mentally. There's a point where Carl in the comics, and then in the part after the prison where they leave, Carl doesn't know what to do because his dad is getting sick, and there's one point where he thinks he's a zombie, and he's about to shoot his own dad, but he finds out that he's not turning into a zombie. He's just really sick because of his arm, and he's just getting a sickness or whatever. He gets it cured later on, but that was a really crazy real moment, and it was just like, what would you do in that situation? Would you just shoot him automatically and later find out that he's actually still alive? Would you actually just pull the trigger? No. I mean, most sane people would not do that. I mean, it's a tough call. I mean, well, you got to be careful because of that. You would want to shoot him. I mean, you never know when somebody's going to turn into a zombie, but it's a tough call. You have no idea. I mean, because it's your family member. What are you gonna do in that instant? What are you gonna do? It's really cool to see that. I'm talking about the comics, not the TV show, but it's just really cool to see that moment. It brings you back to reality and just says, would you shoot your family member if they were turning into zombie, like your closest parent or your brother or sister? It's surreal, man. It makes you think about that stuff. I just wouldn't have any problem with Rick going insane in the next season. I wouldn't care. I mean, instead we got this, and Rick decides to bring a group of old people to the prison. A really bad decision on his part, and decides to stay in the prison instead of going to Woodbury and living there, a nicer setting with more supplies, more defenses, better defenses, and instead you go there and you just don't even think on that part. You're fucking stupid. I mean, the prison is hardly worth protecting now, and the barricades are destroyed, the fences are destroyed. What do you fucking do now? You can't protect it against the zombies anymore, pretty much. And the prison, it already has like zombies that can enter through the prison, like inside the prison where you're holed up in, and outside too. So you're pretty much fucked either way. Just go to Woodbury. It is safe inside, it's safe outside. You have fences, you have everything you want, but instead you go to the prison, which is really fucking stupid of you. And I'm just really tired of this prison setting now. I think most people are after like 16 episodes instead of like 10 or 13 for a standard season. Yeah, great job, AMC. Great job, Walking Dead creators. That'd be a brilliant fucking plan. I'm just really tired of the prison setting, and I think a lot of people are. I mean, if you carry on to the next season, you know what to expect. Oh, prison. Okay, wow, cool. It's just cool when you find out like you're into the prison setting and exploring it more with the crew, but you found out about it after like the whole you found out more about it in the whole season, and you're done with it, and you move on to the next season, and you're still back to the prison instead of on somewhere else like Washington or something like that, or I should say Atlanta. I don't know. So it's really lazy and bothersome, and it's really lazy of them to put this prison setting into the next season also, because I'm bored of it. Honestly, I'm bored. Okay, now we're gonna get the good part. So I love how these AMC fucks, no, I should say the Walking Dead fucks, creating fucks, keep extending each season. Season 1 was 6 episodes, and it was the best season. Season 2, 13 episodes, and now season 3, 16 episodes, or 15. I don't fucking know. It's 16 or something like that. That is way too much for Walking Dead for this season. For a season. You know why one was the best? Why? Because it had more meaningful content worth watching. And it was only 6 episodes, and people got into it. You don't have to put more and more episodes and put a bunch of crap loaded in every episode. Season 2 and 3, they were just dragging shit on and on. Season 2 I like more than Season 3. I never thought I would say that, but I did. It's just like, let's develop this character, and then let's develop that character, and then let's develop this character, and let's develop this character, and then just hate him, and now care about him at the last moment and kill him off. Great job. It's just a joke now. How many episodes are going to be in Season 4 now? 26? 20. Season 5, 24. You're just going to put crap into it. You're not going to put quality stuff anymore. Season 1 was quality. It was good. It was more meaningful to watch. Season 3 was just... this is the bore to play. It was just a bore. I mean, people know this is Walking Dead, and they will watch it. And just drag every episode long with loaded crap and have random episodes be good and then other episodes will be like shit that is not even worth watching. They just want to get more viewers, get more money. That's all they want. Just give me a standard 10, 13 episodes and stick with it. Not more and more garbage that you're putting now. Jesus Christ, come on. Think about it. Just bad writing on their part. Bad writing. Bad character development and bad writing in each episode. Don't put so many episodes into it. Look what Game of Thrones is doing. They're doing 10 episodes standard. 10 episodes standard. Season 1, Season 2, and Season 3. They're not changing it at all. They're not changing anything. I mean, Walking Dead, you just keep on extending it, and it's becoming worthless. You're putting more episodes, that's great, but then the quality of it is becoming down. Game of Thrones has the right limit of seasons, and its quality is through the roof. Consecutively, Game of Thrones, Season 1, 2, 3, 10 episodes. Don't keep on changing it to put more garbage into it. Just to drag shit on. Please do not do that. Think before you write this shit. I'm sorry, Season 3 was a fail. So, after Carl talks to Rick, and then, happily ever after, yay! No, fuck you! There is never a happy ending in Walking Dead or any apocalyptic setting for that matter. You just wanted to put a happy ending because you wanted to fucking put a happy ending. No, fuck you, okay? Just to make the audience feel more comfortable and happy and ready for Season 4. Oh my goodness. You're a fucking joke now. You're an absolute joke. You don't make the audience comfortable. What the fuck are you doing? You make them want to, just keep them on the edge and have an epic season finale with a big battle, people dying, and you don't know what's going to happen in the next season. Well, let me name some shows. Breaking Bad. That carries that shit on. Let's see. Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones keep you on the edge. After the Red Wedding shit, what's gonna happen in the next season? We don't fucking know. Unless you read the lore and wiki that shit, which I did. But Walking Dead, I just don't care anymore. I just never heard of such a thing like this. A zombie-infested world, now with a happy ending? Oh yeah, that's great. It breaks the apocalyptic feel entirely. Entirely. It breaks it. Oh, we're living in a happy world where people are frolicking, and there's no zombies. It's fine. What the fuck? We're watching Walking Dead. There's zombies everywhere. How come there is no happy ending? I don't know how you recover from the season finale. I honestly don't. Unless you have something mind-blowing. Introduce a new villain, possibly Negan, and kill off the governor quickly. Because I fucking hate the governor. I can't stand him. I mean, he's just there now. I mean, what's the point of him now? Just a tapped-on villain for the next season. And you kill him, and he'll just be like, you don't got jack shit to me. I'm gonna show you what a true fucking villain is. If they fucking do that and introduce Negan, I'll be back on board with Walking Dead. But until now, I am fucking hating the Season 3 and the Season 3 finale. I fucking hate it. I'm just not looking forward to Season 4 at all. I'm not looking forward to it. Oh, and I know they have that the AMC is just eating that shit up, eating the Walking Dead shit up. They love it. They love the audience that loves to watch Walking Dead, but Game of Thrones, it just blows everything over. And I love how they put the season 3 finale got the most views ever, and shit, and it was garbage though. Who cares if it's got all these views? But it was garbage. It was straight up garbage. Game of Thrones didn't get the most views, but it got the most views for season 9. I mean, episode 9 probably. Yeah. I'm just not looking forward to season 4. It's just gonna be tacked on garbage that's gonna be forced down your throat. That's all it's gonna be. That's all I'm seeing. It is gonna be. I just don't see anything good happening with the next season. I just don't. It's gonna be just dragged on garbage, and it's probably gonna be like 24 episodes or something, like some stupid number like that, because they want to get more viewers and shit like that. Fuck you, okay? I just know I'll be looking forward to watching shows that have good quality and are actually meaningful to watch, like Breaking Bad, Game of Thrones, Hannibal. Fucking, if you've never watched Hannibal, I recommend you watch season 1 right now. It just finished season 1. Great fucking show. It's a new show that came out on NBC, and it's so underrated. It hasn't been watched that much, but it is a great fucking show. If you don't know anything about Hannibal, I recommend you explore more about his, his media and shit, and understand him, and then watch this TV show. You'll be mind blown. And this show is just mind blowing. It's fucking nuts. It's crazy. You feel like you're going insane as well. I mean, it's that great. So I recommend you watch that. But I'm not looking forward to Walking Dead at all. I'm just gonna be looking forward to the other shows that I mentioned before. I'm just glad I just let off a lot of steam. Because I know there's a lot of people out there who feel the same like me, who hated the season finale, and just were forced into season 3. So that's about it for now. So please give me your feedback. Did you hate the season finale as much as I did, or did you like it? I don't care. Just give me your feedback down below. Like, comment, and please subscribe to my channel. I am a new person, and my channel is still pretty young, but please subscribe to my channel, and please tell me what you think about Walking Dead. And I'll see you guys next time, and I'll try to do season 4 impressions, I should say, and I'll do a season finale as well, because I'm not going to be grading every episode. So that's about it, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.